EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dragons of Rio de Janeiro. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Two and a throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Here we go. Jack. Ready.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
We're taking right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 1 now from the 21. Quickly to Addison here. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Trap 50. Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that will not get there. Wow. It was online, but no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. We're scoreless after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
44.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the option left, here's Tua. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And Davis with it left side. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run. Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Two and now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
and nothing but daylight ahead. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He lets one go deep for Addison. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jordan Addison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Down the sideline he goes. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw caught by Flowers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Eagles!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or is that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll drop to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Down to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21.
2nd and 9 now. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown of the year, number 9 overall. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 3 quarters in the books. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Tua going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Caleb Evans. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Cardinals. 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 26 yards. And the Dragons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 37.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that by the first play of the drive there.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Completes this to Addison out left.
Touchdown!
Jordan Addison
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Dragons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tua. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle